Hello everyone, this is Anik here from Nebesky Labs. So today we are going to talk about time framed specific energy consumption. So as you can see, we are already in reports. So once we are in reports, we have the option here, create time framed specific energy consumption. So from here we can go ahead and choose the name, the energy unit, the production unit, and the correction factor. So when I say correction factor, this will be the correction factor that will get multiplied at the end of a specific energy consumption. For example, the energy is in kilowatt hour and I want the specific energy consumption in watt hour. So I'll just go ahead and multiply 1000 in order to convert the kilowatt hour into watt hour. Similarly, the production unit can also be given. So here we have the option to choose the workspace, the device. For example, I'll go ahead and choose cutting machine. So here I'm trying to find the specific energy consumption of a cutting machine. So what this does, it cuts steel wires into smaller rods. So here I'll just go and choose the energy here for energy parameter. As you can see, the cutting machine one energy has already come here. On top of that, uh, a holistic picture of a SEC can also be chosen. For example, we can configure multiple machines and multiple energy parameters into this one and get the specific energy consumption. For the purpose of this example, I'll just go ahead and choose only one. Similarly, for production parameter, I'll go ahead and choose same cutting machine one as we have chosen cutting machine one for energy. The second thing here is the energy param type or the production param type. We have two options here. One is parameter, one is computed params. So computed params are something which will get computed by the system. We can talk about it in a different video than this. Parameter here is data or the parameter that is collected via the Endure IoT device through field bus protocol, right? So we have chosen parameter in both the cases. So here we have chosen energy. Here I'll just go ahead and choose the rod count. So here sensors are deployed, which is again the IoT Edge hub is collecting data from the sensor and it is counting the rod. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and choose one, and because I don't want to change anything. So energy unit is watt hour in this case. The production unit I'll just put as rods. The name would be cutting machine one shift wise. Okay, so time framed SEC. So why it is important? Time framed SEC is important because you want to get suppose you want to get a specific time zone or a time frame in which you want to understand the SEC. Now this is very much required in a factory where you want to go ahead and discretely understand how each of your assets is performing. So from here we can choose a time frame. For example, I'll go ahead and choose from 7 to let's say 2300. Yeah, so the next option that comes is the number of intervals. So if we do want to get the entire from 7 to 2300, we'll just go ahead and choose one interval. But what happens, the in order to deeply understand how the specific energy is changing or the specific assets are performing, it is required to have multiple intervals where the system will go ahead and divide this time frame of 7 to 2300 into four different intervals here. So in each interval we can get the energy consumption, the production that has happened, and the specific energy consumption. This will help the user or the system integrator or the engineer to understand how the specific energy is varying based on time or quality of power. So that might be anything ranging from the voltage fluctuations. So at a certain period of time or the time of day, the voltage fluctuations might be less, giving a much lesser SEC. However, during a certain phase of time or a phase of day, the voltage is fluctuating quite a lot or the voltage is low. In that case, the specific energy consumption will also increase. So these kinds of analysis can be done with the help of time frame SEC, and it is very much required in order to deep dive into SEC and understand what might be the pitfalls. Okay, so once I click on create, this will get created. to give an idea, the once the creation is done, it will start calculating the data, and at the end of the day, it will be sending reports or syncing the data with the cloud. So for the sake of this example, I have already created this previously. So as we can see that the specific energy consumption I have done given here, cutting machine 1 shift wise time frame SEC. So from here I can go ahead and change the name, and I can add email IDs. I will just put comma and add other email IDs. So at the end of the day, this email ID will be getting notifications. Okay, so I won't be changing this for now. Once we click on view reports, we'll be able to see how the specific energy consumption trends are going on, and here we can see the data. Again, once we enter this, automatically will choose the last 15 days data. We can go ahead and choose the other time frame also, so that is also possible. We can choose some other time frame and click on view reports, so that will happen. So here we can see that in this time frame, in certain times we have specific energy consumption as 0. The reason behind that is during this time the process wasn't running. So that also we can get, if the energy consumption is 0, the production is 0, the specific energy consumption will also get rendered as 0. Here we can see the time frames from 7 to 2300. It has been divided into 4 shifts, 7 to 11, 11 to 15, 15 to 19, and 19 to 2300. Here we can see the specific energy consumption is varying. We can filter this and we can sort this. We can even search certain parameters here. We can download this entire table in form of PDF as well as a CSV file. Here in the trend we can see both the production and specific energy consumption is given. The reason behind that is specific energy consumption varies based on production in most cases. So here we can even just remove the production and see the specific energy consumption, and vice versa. We can just remove the specific energy consumption and view the production. So on top of that, we have something called filters. So here filters, we can go ahead and choose a certain thing. For example, I want to remove the specific energy consumption which was 0. So I will just I'll just filter out those specific energy consumption which is greater than 0. So there you go, and we can see the specific energy consumption and the production trends. Here we can see the average SEC, the total energy consumed. So this total energy consumed will be the one which is entirely consumed during this time frame. So this entire time frame, this was the total energy that was consumed, and this was the total production that happened. Okay, here we can see specific energy consumption is low in certain cases and quite high in certain cases. So in order to deep dive and analyze why that is happening, we can go ahead and add filters, because as you can see that in certain cases the specific energy consumption has gone low for high amount of production, and of course there are certain outliers such as this. So what we will do, we'll go ahead and choose anything above 14,000 or 12. Let's take a lower one, 12,000. So as you can see, the production axis is on the right side and the specific energy consumption is on the left side. We'll go ahead and choose the production filter. So let's say anything which is greater than 12,000. I'll just let's choose the parameters greater than equal to 12,000. We can add the filter. Yeah, so we can see that so here it has just crossed 13,195, and we can see the specific energy consumption is 2.254, which is higher than average. So as you can see here, the energy consumption has happened that has happened during this time with production higher than 12,000 is this. So again, this trend can be downloaded with the help of download PDF, and there are a lot of possibilities that can be done, and that the analysis that can be done with the help of this filter. And it is very much required for any sort of analysis on specific energy consumption, because again, the specific energy consumption depends on the time of the day, or how or where the production is changing. So it might depend on operation parameters as well as power related parameters. I believe here we come to an end of the video.